Historic landmark. And we'll have the latest on a town in southwest Missouri that turns into Christmas City during the holiday season. KOAM News at 10 is next. Now at 10, the future of a Joplin landmark might look a little brighter after a roundtable discussion this evening. Plus, this winter weather preview served as a cautionary tale to MoDOT crews ahead of the real winter season. And
after years of waiting, sports betting is officially live in the state of Missouri. I'm Ben McLeish. I'll have that story coming up.
The four states' most watched news starts now.
Joplin's Memorial Hall restoration gains momentum tonight with a unanimous city council vote. This is KOAM News. I'm Dow Quick. The 9-0 decision greenlights an agreement with the Friends of Joplin Memorial Hall organization to continue the renovation efforts. The measure now will go for a final vote at the next meeting. Earlier today, residents learned more about plans to revive that historic venue. KOAM's Blake Gully reports.
I'm here outside Joplin Avenue Coffee Company, where Friends of Memorial Hall hosted an event to hear questions, concerns, and share updates of the restoration plans for the historic site. Inside, community members learned how the plan could bring new life to the 100-year-old building. Organizers say restoring Memorial Hall is not just about preservation, but about reviving the purpose it once served for local veterans and the community.
To have the veterans to be brought back in for their meetings, to be able to hold events there, to be able to showcase and remember those who have given, and to expand.
Residents also raised questions, including how talent will be booked, compete with other venues, and manage events if the hall is restored. Organizers say those concerns are a part of what they're trying to address as they redefine the plan.
I believe that a lot of people want something good to come from Memorial Hall, but they're just not sure what. And so this part excites me because it gives people an opportunity to be heard.
Melody says they are preparing to move into the next phase of the project.
We'll finish with the creation of the Friends of Memorial Hall official organization, and then we'll start taking what we learned from tonight on plans and different things, getting with the contractors. It's a lot of steps we still have to go through, and we're looking at not next year, but maybe even the year after that before we even are able to do anything like that people will actually see the physical side.
The group says the feedback from the event will help shape what's to come. Reporting in Joplin, Blake Gully, KOAM News.
Now, the organizers stress there will be no property or sales tax tied to the project. Instead, they're looking toward a potential increase in the lodging tax to help support that restoration plan. Pretty cold out there. Let's check in with meteorologist Austin Stantz for a first look at the weather.
Cold, definitely. Snowy, well, not so much anymore, but we did see some accumulation across much of the region. You'll notice here these lighter blue colors, anywhere from about 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch. Those darker blues, 3/4 of an inch up to nearly 2 inches. Now, just off to our east, outside of our region, saw 3.5 inches nearly there. Here in Jasper County, just over 1.5 inches near Joplin there. Now, taking a look, we do still have this winter weather advisory in place with that snow exiting the area here, which we'll see in just a second. These may be allowed to expire early, or they may just leave it there until midnight. But that snow has since exited the area, pushed off to the east. Not going to be a problem for the rest of the evening tonight, but slick conditions are still out there right now. And as Dow mentioned, cold, very cold conditions. Feels like 19 degrees out there, 28 degrees. We'll talk about how long these frigid temperatures will last coming up.
All right, we'll catch you in a few. MoDOT crews face new challenges as the first winter storm hit the Ozarks area today. Drivers encountered slick roads on a number of area byways. The biggest one this season is on Interstate 44, where construction has created a narrow traffic pattern. The left westbound lane forms what officials call a tight corridor with limited space for snowplows to operate.
It adds a challenge to keeping the road clear, having a place to push that snow off, and then also if we do have a crash that occurs in there, it's much harder to clear.
MoDOT bought smaller 11-foot plow blades to navigate the restricted space. Crews will run continuous loops to keep I-44 clear. The department also faces a statewide shortage of several hundred plow drivers this winter season. The weather outside was frightful, but the spirit in Pittsburgh, well, that was delightful. Cold temperatures and light snow provided the perfect Christmas backdrop for the 46th annual Pittsburgh Christmas Parade tonight. Families bundled up in winter coats and scarves, lining the streets to watch the floats, the Pitt State Marching Band, and Christmas characters spreading holiday cheer. The parade culminated with the big guy, the really famous one, Santa himself. Yeah, he was riding the fire truck, waving to excited children who braved the chilly evening. An organizer says the event requires cooperation among a lot of departments.
So one of it, of course, is making sure the roads are not slick. As we get people out here, getting these sidewalks cleared off and constantly salting those down, that's a big challenge. I think it was colder last year because we had a wind, but this year, we're bringing the Christmas spirit with the snow.
Good to see so many of you out there. The city of Pittsburgh has more holiday events coming up. The 17th annual Holiday Craft Fair and Mrs. Claus's Bakery are set for Saturday, December 13th at 9 a.m. Christmas parade season in the 4 states is really just getting started. KOIM has a list of Christmas parades from all over the area. The next ones are tomorrow night in Joplin and Mount Vernon. Just scan this QR code and head over to our website. Of course, that's KOIMnewsnow.com. You'll see the full list. The U.S. Postal Service is commemorating 3 billion pieces of processed holiday mail since Thanksgiving alone. The city of Knoll, Missouri, who residents refer to as Noel each December, is commemorating the milestone. Each holiday season, many people turn to the city's post office to receive a special cancellation stamp.
It's international. We get Japan, China, Germany, France. We get cards from all over the place. So it's something that has spread way before I even started here, and I want to keep the tradition going.
The post office began issuing the cancellation stamps on Thanksgiving Day, and they plan to continue doing so through the first week of January or upon special request. Since 1988, KOIM and Fox 4 team have teamed up with you, our 4-state community, in one of the area's largest toy drives to benefit underprivileged children. We call it the KOIM Toy Box Project. There are several ways you can help out this holiday season. Scan the QR code on your screen to learn more. You'll find a list of toy drop-off locations, a way to make a monetary donation, and once again this year, our Toy Box Tuesday telethons. You can check it out tomorrow at noon, 5, and 6 p.m. Thank you for helping to make a difference in our community.
The incredible part is
fifth graders at Joplin Soaring Heights Elementary raised more than 2,200 items for our Feed the 4 States program. The students in Mr. Lovell's class put their hearts into it, and they collected those canned goods. The items collected today went to Crosslines and Watered Gardens.
Feed the 4 States is huge to our Mission Market Food Pantry. We feed over 50 families and individuals alone a week, and we serve hundreds of meals every day to our shelter guests. So this wonderfully generous donation is going to fill our shelves to feed the local food insecure people that we serve.
Yeah, and listen to this. One student raised 670 items by himself. Some students in Carthage get an up-close business lesson thanks to an innovative program coming up, the Itty Bitty City Grand Opening. But up first, questions about the president's military strikes.
Lawmakers returned to Washington this week with questions about the Trump administration's strikes on alleged Venezuelan drug boats. I'm Torian Small at the White House with the administration's defense.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth is coming under scrutiny for reports about a September 2nd boat attack in the Caribbean. As Torian Small reports, this comes as a U.S. delegation prepares to meet face-to-face with Russian President Vladimir Putin in Moscow tomorrow in a bid to hammer out a deal to end Russia's war with Ukraine.
The Trump administration continues to step up U.S. military presence in the Caribbean, moving the USS Gerald Ford, the world's largest aircraft carrier, to St. Thomas. This comes as one of the 21 drug boat strikes on suspected narco terrorists is now under scrutiny. The Washington Post reported Secretary Hegseth gave a verbal order to kill everybody on board. When 2 survived, the Special Operations Commander overseeing the attack ordered a second strike to comply with Hegseth's instructions, and the 2 other men were blown apart in the water. Hegseth has denied he gave any such order.
Pete said he did not order the death of those 2 men.
Lawmakers in both parties have vowed to investigate.
We're going to conduct oversight, and we're going to try to get to the facts.
This rises to the level of a war crime if it's true.
Meanwhile, in Europe, the U.S. remains intent on bringing the war between Russia and Ukraine to an end. Secretary of State Marco Rubio met with Ukrainian negotiators in Florida over the weekend, and on Tuesday, a U.S. delegation is set to conduct meetings in Moscow.
U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and President Trump's son-in-law Jared Kushner are set to talk face-to-face with Russian President Vladimir Putin about ending his country's war with Ukraine. Late Sunday, President Trump expressed optimism.
I think that there's a good chance we can make a deal.
European leaders expressed concern on Monday that Ukraine could be pressured into making an unfavorable deal that would set the stage for future invasions. Torian Small, CBS News, the White House.
A little later, some Missouri residents find a new family tradition in fresh-cut Christmas trees.
A wintry start to your Monday. We'll talk about how long those impacts will last and if we can see any more winter weather on the way.
'Tis the season at Indigo Sky Casino. Join the club.
Well, December 1st is the first day of meteorological winter, and Mother Nature did not disappoint. Snow was the name of the story for today, but that snow has since exited the area, and so now dry conditions are really taking over, but it left a mess out there on the roadways for today. Slick conditions out there this evening. We still have a winter weather advisory in portions of southwestern Missouri and even portions of southeastern Kansas here until midnight tonight. Now the story's changing really to the temperatures. Check this out. Today our high, 253 this afternoon, was 30 degrees. Our average high, 52 degrees. Our average low was 32 degrees. Our high didn't even beat our average low today. So boy, was it a chilly one out there. Temperatures tonight falling even more, 21 degrees. Bitterly cold out there this evening and partly cloudy. We'll see things clear up as we get ready to head into tomorrow. Now here's the changing factor. Winds tonight are only blowing around 5 to 10 miles per hour, but those are going to pick up, and we'll talk about those in just a minute. But as we head throughout the evening, cloud cover going to be exiting the area. This is going to allow for that cooler air to flow in and just make things even more cold outside this evening. Check this out. Fort Scott, 19 degrees by the time you get ready to head out the door tomorrow morning. If you're an early riser, 6 a.m. So it is a chilly one, but we'll see those clouds dissipate rather quickly by noon. Things are clear out there. Those winds picking up as we head into tomorrow as well. Tuesday, 6 a.m., 5 to 10 mile per hour gusts, but into the afternoon, we're talking anywhere from 10 to 15 and then up to 20 by those afternoon hours. It's going to feel even chillier out there tomorrow morning. 14 degrees, pretty frigid as you're heading out the door Tuesday morning in Fort Scott, 15 Iola, 21 in Pittsburgh, 17 there in Webb City. Now, keep this in mind heading out the door. We've seen some slick conditions tonight. It's very cold. Bridges ice first. Why is that? Well, we have cold air that is allowed to flow over the top and underneath, whereas with roads, you have ground underneath them, which acts like insulation. Here, not the case. So if you're going to be traveling across any bridges, take your time. They can glaze a little bit easier. Right above my head there, you'll see bridges ice first between 35 and 32 degrees. So just keep that in mind as you're heading out the door tomorrow morning. But it's looking good. Tuesday, 42. It starts chilly, but we're going to see things warm up. It's going to feel a little bit more comfortable out there, and in the sun, it'll be even better out there as well. Now, we are going to see some chilly conditions as we make our way throughout the week here, but you'll notice that those darker shades of blue and even the pinks kind of getting away from the Missouri area until we head into the later part of next week. Also, talking about our next system, things remain relatively dry until we hit about Saturday. We see a short wave come in here possibly and bring in our next chance for precipitation. Let's talk about that 10-day forecast and what we're going to see ahead. As we take a look at Thursday, temperatures fall again, 36, overnight temperatures down. Those are looking pretty chilly out there, but By the time we reach Saturday, it's our next chance for rain, but 53 degrees, I'll take that.
Yeah, it'll be balmy. It'll feel like a heat wave compared to teens in a couple of nights.
Yeah, we were just talking about I might have to break out the palm tree t-shirt.
There you go. Thanks, Austin. Carthage students get hands-on business experience through an innovative new program. The Carthage Chamber of Commerce stopped by Columbian Elementary School in Carthage for a groundbreaking ceremony today. It's for the Itty Bitty City School project. Throughout the program, students will create businesses and run sort of a functioning city. Still ahead, sports betting is officially legal in the state of Missouri now. And a recap of Pitt State's 10-win season after the Gorillas' playoff loss to Harding. Ben McLeish has those stories and more up next in sports.
Everyone's gearing up for
2000. The Rewind 104.3.
Pitt State football season came to a close on Saturday, falling to Harding in the second round of the Division II championships. After the game, it was a lot of reflecting for the Gorillas. After starting the season with back-to-back losses, PSU turned it around and proved why they're one of the top teams in the country. The Gorillas won 10 straight games, a share of the MIAA title, and a home playoff game versus Chadron State.
We sat down after that UCO loss. We had a couple guys, like 10, 15 guys. We came in, just said what was going good, what was going bad, and, we're just able to get on each other, point out all the bad things that are going on, and we were able to correct those. And, we saw that throughout the season where we're just able to get better and better every single week. And, this team's not someone that's just going to fall over and let someone just run over us. We're going to fight back with everything we got.
We're not a team that just relies on athletes and stuff like that. We're a team that relies on culture and the guys around you. So we didn't take one step back when we went 0-2. We knew we had the guys to do it. So just believing in each other and the brothers you have next to you.
With a key core of seniors having played their final game in the Crimson and Gold, they also looked back on their time with the Gorillas. For head coach Tom Anthony, he played a role in a lot of their recruitments when he was the defensive coordinator and received a second chance to coach them as the lead man the past 2 seasons.
So much to be proud of. That's a group that was a part of 3 conference championships, 3 playoff appearances, and is obviously helped lay the foundation for where our program is right now. Super proud of those guys and all the work they put into this place.
This place holds a special place in my heart. I think it's more than just the football program. It's just the people, the town, everything they give you. This place, I found my faith here. I found brothers for life. I found family members, everything. So I'll cherish this place forever.
The shift from November to December is always an exciting time of the year. But for Missouri sports fans, this December 1st brings a little something extra. For more than 3 years, Missouri sports fans have had to cross state lines just to place a legal bet. But now the wait is finally over. Missourians can wager from the comfort of home, inside a casino, or even right here across the Missouri state line. The amendment, approved by voters in November of 2024, has officially kicked in. And just over a year later, sports betting is now live across the Show Me State. So what does that mean for Missourians?
Well, it means they can bet.
For years, Missourians in the 4 states had to drive into Kansas if they wanted to place a wager, but not anymore.
If you have a mobile app on your phone, you don't have to leave the comfort of your own home.
And beyond the convenience, the amendment brings another benefit, where that new revenue will go.
The money that comes in from sports wagering will go to education, and so I hope it makes a ton of money.
Early estimates show the amendment could generate more than $20 million annually for the state, with much of that revenue going toward education. If you're watching this, sports betting is officially live, meaning you can place bets right now on your phone through apps like BetMGM, DraftKings, or FanDuel. As for me, I'm placing a hopeful bet on the Kansas City Chiefs to make the playoffs. That's it with sports. We're back with more after the break.
A lot of families, probably most families, have their own holiday traditions this time of year. With those traditions come at least one dilemma: real tree or artificial. As Hannah Falcon reports, one Christmas tree farm in Missouri wants to reduce the choices to one simple one.
What Daddy help for?
Whether it's bringing a new generation into an old tradition.
It fell on you.
Or creating a brand new tradition.
Like, this is going to be our new tradition. Like, my sister and I are going to bring our kids here, and it's just going to
It's going to be fun.
Picking out your own Christmas tree is a holiday tradition many observe the day after Thanksgiving. This year, in addition to longtime customers, Store Pines saw many new faces like Tiana and Tegan Brooks.
We just had a great Thanksgiving yesterday, and so this is just like getting us ready. We did some Black Friday shopping this morning, so we're definitely geared up.
But what's bringing families to the tree farm instead of big box stores for artificial trees? Economic experts say it may be the prices. The American Christmas Tree Association says tariffs are driving the price of artificial trees up. More than 80% of artificial Christmas trees are made in China. According to the Real Christmas Tree Board, 84% of tree growers are not raising prices this year. That's despite some tough growing seasons and increased overhead costs. Whether the tree is real or fake,
Shop local and just come at things with just a place of gratitude.
It's the holiday memories that bring these families together.
So which one's a better value? While real trees tend to cost less in the short run, ranging on average $80 to $100 instead of the $85 to $1,000 or more for an artificial tree. A real tree, of course, has to be purchased new every year. The real choice might come down to which memories a family wants to create. My family, we were a real Christmas tree family, but for many years now we've been artificial.
Yeah, we've transitioned into the artificial phase as well with the scent spray.
So that's a good idea because I really like the scent of a real tree, and you kind of miss that with
you get the best of both worlds
just
there.
Spray on the kind of pine scent. And,
yeah,
sounds good.
Well, I'll tell you, Dow, December 1st started off snowy. It's ending frigidly cold out there. Tomorrow morning, as people are getting ready to head out, we're looking at temperatures 14, 15 degrees out there. Take a look at the 7-day forecast, though. Temperatures are going to be back on the upward trend. We'll be back to seasonal temperatures heading into next week.
All right, so we got kind of a brief preview of the winter ahead, perhaps, but it hasn't lasted long just yet.
Yeah.
Let's see what the long term holds for us. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget the morning show starts at 5 a.m., and let's make it a great tomorrow.